Welcome to Amazing Trails Yoga, Neck Yoga. Today we are at BreakNECK Ridge in Putnam County, New York, overlooking the Hudson River. West Point is down that way. It's just a beautiful, very steepy area. BreakNECK got its name from a bull, a mischievous bull, somehow made its way up here, and some farmers were chasing it to capture him and bring it back home to safety, and he fell off one of the cliffs here and broke his neck. So that is where we get BreakNECK Ridge, and we're focusing on the neck today to relieve tension and stress. So if you'll begin seated on your block in Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position, we'll take a nice inhale and exhale. Just to start the relaxation, inhale, exhale. Now when you inhale, you're bringing your chin close to your throat, and exhale, relax. So we're bringing our chin on the inhale close to our throat, and exhale. This is really helping our posture. Inhale, our chin is dropping toward our neck, and exhale. Inhale, dropping your chin, bringing your shoulder blades back, and exhale. Very nice. We're going to look over to your right, to the center, to the left, to the center. We will look up, and to the center we're jutting our chin forward and looking down, and we'll breathe. Now you're rolling your head to the right where your earlobe is coming close to your right shoulder. Extend your left arm out. We'll take some nice breaths. Just relaxing. We're going to get this neck at so many different angles to release the stress and the tension that we all carry in our necks. At the base of your next exhale, we'll look over our right shoulder. Bring your arms out to the right and to the center, dropping your arms. We'll look over to the left and center. Look up. Center, jutting our chins and our noses forward. We'll drop our chin to our chest and breathe. Rolling your left ear toward your left shoulder. We'll extend our right arm out. Take some nice breaths. We never get to a pose and hold our breath. We're always breathing. A lot of people hiking today on this beautiful weekend. And bringing your chin down, we're looking over now our left side. Bring your arms out and to the center. We'll look over our right shoulder, to the center, up, to the center, jut our chin and nose forward and drop our chin to our chest. And breathe. Rolling our right ear toward our right shoulder, we'll extend our left hand, and with our right, we'll gently hold the side of our head. Make maybe our heads drop a little bit further, maybe a millimeter, a centimeter. Looking up, looking down, extending both arms. We're looking over our right hand to the center and relax our arms. Looking up and down. Looking up and to the center, jut your chin and your nose forward and drop your chin to your chest and breathe. Rolling our left ear toward our left shoulder, extend your right arm out, take your left hand to the top of your head, to the side of your head on the right side. Just hold your head down a tiny, tiny bit as you're breathing. We look up at the sky and down. Extend both arms out. You're looking over your left shoulder and to the center, dropping your hands. Very, very nice. Now we are going to shrug our shoulders. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and bring your chest forward as if you could put a pencil between your shoulder blades. And relax. So you bring your shoulders up, your left ear to your left shoulder, and bring our shoulders back now. And relax. We'll do that again. Lift your shoulders up. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And we're bringing your shoulder blades back as if you could put a pencil between your shoulders. You feel a different sensation on your neck. And relax. We'll bring our shoulder blades up. Drop our left ear to our shoulder. Shrug our shoulders back and relax. Very nice. Now we'll drop rather than that, I'm going to do a kind of funny one. Take your right hand up to the back of your head and you're going to take your nose and smell your armpit. A totally different stretch on your neck. Take some nice breaths, hopefully nice. And down. Lift up your left arm. Your left arm comes to the back of your head. You're twisting over towards your left and smelling. This is called smell the armpit. Different sensation on your neck. Getting all the kinks out. And down. We'll do that one more time. Bringing your right arm up behind your head. You're looking over towards your right and smelling the armpit. I'll tell you, I never wear deodorant. I haven't worn deodorant since I was maybe 12 years old. And drop your hands. Bring your left arm up to the back of your head. Look over your left shoulder towards your armpit. Gonna give a nice smell. I use baking soda. It's very inexpensive, still smelling, natural, and it totally works. And looking to the center, dropping your left hand. You can really try it, it works. It deodorizes, it dries you. I don't think my armpits smell. Maybe some people beg to differ. And you're dropping your right ear to your right shoulder, and we'll go and do some nice slow neck rolls. All the way around. You might hear a little crinkling. Don't be frightened by that. It's very natural, getting a lot of the cobwebs out. Our necks are pretty loosened up by now. Slowly around. And when we go to the forward, we'll drop our left ear to our left shoulder and our chin down, and we'll go the other way around. Very nice. And here we are. You could remove your block, have a block handy on both sides of the mat. And we're making our way to Child Pose Balasana. It relieves our neck and shoulders. So you could put your knees on either side of the mat or together, whatever works for you. You're bringing your arms forward to the side, dropping your seat to your heels, third eye, which is in your forehead, down to the mat. And breathe. At the base of your last exhale, we're making our way into tabletop. So bring your hands back toward you so that your hands are directly under your shoulders. Your feet are behind your knees. If you look through your knees, you won't be able to see your feet. And we're doing some cat-cows to make our spines more flexible. So we're inhaling up and curling under your toes, dropping your abdomen, shoulder blades back, and exhale to cat. Top of your feet, we're arching. Inhaling up into cow. Our udders are full of milk, they're heavy. Coming over our feet into cat, looking as big as we possibly can. And inhaling back into cow, moving our neck, getting some heat in our neck, and exhaling into cat. With a straight back, we'll take our right foot and extend it. We're going on the ball of the foot. We'll give our legs a quick little Achilles tendon stretch and bring your left foot over, or your right foot, the extended foot, over to the left. Look over your left shoulder at your heel. And bring it back. Bend your leg into tabletop. We'll inhale our right arm up. And we are threading the needle. So you're bringing your right arm under you. The palm is up toward the sky. Bending our left ear. You could put your right ear on a block, or if you can come all the way down to the mat, that's great. This is really a very nice relief for your neck, your shoulders, your back. Very, very lovely. At the base of your last exhale, we're coming up, straightening your left arm, bringing our right arm up and through, and down to meet your left. We'll take our left leg and we're extending it, going on the ball of our foot for the Achilles tendon. We'll be using our legs a little bit. Bring your left leg over to the right. Look over your right shoulder at your left heel. Coming back into table, we'll swing our left leg back behind us and bend our left leg so that we're in table. Open up your left arm and thread the needle. So we're coming through, down and under. Our palm is up. Drop your left ear to the block or to the mat. And breathe. we'll bring our left arm, we're unthreading the needle, straightening our right arm. Our left arm comes up and back into table. From table, I'll just make a little room. We're walking our hands forward a bit with your seat still up in the sky. Our hands are forward. We're dropping our chest to the mat, our third eye to the mat, and this is extended puppy pose. And breathe. A great relief on our neck, our shoulders. Now we're lifting our heads, bringing our arms back toward us as we curl under our toes, and we're slowly lifting our seat up to the sky, straightening our legs into Otto, Mukashvanasana, downward facing dog. You're letting your head dangle. The back of our neck, by our tailbone, and not our tailbone, our spine, excuse me, right at the opposite end, it really gets crunched together, and this allows some space between the bones, a beautiful release. Now you look up between your hands and bring your right foot up between your hands now. You can help it along the way up. Drop your left heel to the mat. Our fingertips are touching the mat. Our palms are facing each other. We're coming all the way up. Our left arm is cartwheeling around behind. We are in Warrior Two, looking over your right hand. And this opens our chest and our shoulders so we can support our neck, a very, very important pose. And breathe, Warrior Two. From Warrior Two, I hope you still have your block. We're straightening our right leg, and you can bring your block in front of your foot. You're leaning forward, your right leg is straightened, leaning forward. You're going to place your right hand on the block and inhale your left arm up. This is triangle. This relieves tension on the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, everything that supports the neck. It's not just one total isolated area. They're all connected. Looking up. Very, very nice. And we'll slowly drop our left hand. You can bend your right leg. We're walking around to the front, and we're coming. You take your right toes and make your feet parallel to the edges of the mats, parallel to each other. We're coming into a straddle forward fold. You could use your block on your head if you like. If the crown of your head comes to the ground. Making our way back up part ways. We walk over to the left. Take your left toes so that they face the side of the mat. Your block, and I would suggest the highest. We're coming into triangle. Your left palm comes on top of the left block, or the high block. As we inhale our right arm up into triangle, and you are looking at your thumb. Very nice. Bending your left leg. We're coming up into the Warrior Two. Our arms will be parallel to the mat. Look over your left hand. Warrior two, again, it opens the chest, the shoulders so that it can support our neck. And we come up into a 5-pointed star. So bring your right heel in, your toes are pointed out diagonally to the mat. And we're coming into warrior two to the right. So we're looking over our right hand. Take your left toes, bring them forward toward the right. Your right toes also forward, following your middle finger over your hands. Warrior two. Straightening your right leg. We're leaning forward like we're going to serve a pizza to someone. We don't want to come too close. We're dropping our right hand to the inside of our right leg onto the block, any height. I'll go lower this time. Extending your left arm up. You could look up at your thumb. Very nice. And dropping your left arm toward your big toe on your right foot. We're again walking our hands. You could use your block if you need to. Walking our hands into the straddle forward fold. Your feet are parallel to the sides of the mat, parallel to each other. And we're dropping the crowns of our head to the mat. Inhaling up, you're hinging at the hips. You could use the block for some support. That would be a really nice idea. Eat both blocks. You could do whatever you like. Take your left toes toward the side of the mat. Your right toes are pointing that direction diagonally. You're coming up. Your left leg is straight. Take the block in your left hand as you inhale your right arm up into the triangle. Triangle's my favorite pose. I don't know if I ever told you that one before. Looking up at your thumb. Bending our left leg. We're coming up into warrior two. So you're dropping your right arm a bit so that your left and right are perfectly parallel to the ground. Well, nothing's perfect, but as close to perfect as we can. Warrior two. Up into the 5-pointed star. And warrior two to your right. Very nice. We're straightening our right leg. Coming forward, serving that pizza to some hungry soul. Bringing our right hand down to the block as our left hand comes up. Looking at the thumb, very nice. And bringing our left hand down toward our right. We'll walk over. You can have your legs bent and a forward straddle fold. Don't forget your heels are out so that your feet are parallel to each other, and drop the crown of your head to the mat. And breathe. Hinging at the hips. We're going to take our block in our left hand. I have it at the lowest level now. Taking my left toes toward the side of the mat. And I'm inhaling my right arm up into triangle. Bend your left leg, coming up into the warrior two, looking over your left hand. And coming up into 5-pointed star. And together we'll heel toe, or toe heel, our feet closer together. I'm bringing my hands down and around into prayer. And I just want to send my love and energy out to, there's so many hikers today. It was really steep coming up. Everybody was very supportive of each other and very kind and patient. And it's just a really good feeling when you do make it to the top, because you can. You just have to know what to grab with the rocks and the boulders. And it's a really good exercise for your brain and of course your body. And just sending my love and energy out to everybody here. And to that poor bull that got loose and broke his neck, hence at least we remember him by the title of this place, BreakNECK Ridge. And coming into Tadasana. From Tadasana, we're just slowly bending forward and taking a forward fold. Again, I'll come to the side, a forward fold, just coming down, and we're dropping the crown of our head toward the mat. Your legs could be as bent as you need. Giving some space between these vertebrae. Total release for your tension and stress. And now we're all bending our legs together and coming down to our seats. You're extending your legs, your right leg out, and your left leg can remain bent. We're coming into half Lord of the Fishes. So take your left leg over your right and take your left arm, bring it around behind you. You could tense your fingers to the back. Your right arm comes forward and your elbow on the outside of your left thigh, and look over your left shoulder. And looking to the right. Might be easier to look to the sides now after all this neck work. We are bending our right leg and you're coming into a cow face. You could be just like this, it's perfectly fine. Otherwise, maybe your left knee is right over your right. You could use your blocks to support your legs any way you like. But this opens up our shoulders. Nice stress release for our neck again. Everything really is all connected and works. So with your left leg above, you're lifting up your right arm and bringing it back behind you. You could tap maybe the nape of your neck between your shoulder blades. Take your left arm, you could help it up and over. You can also take your left arm out to the side. Your palm is facing behind us. We're bending our arm and maybe you could connect. I'll show you from behind. You're bending your right arm. Left arm comes around. Maybe you could connect. Maybe you could take your strap to connect. And you're looking over your right shoulder now. See if you could put your lips on your arm, maybe connect your nose to your arm. And down. With this in the same position, take your left arm over in front of you, take your right arm and just give it a nice little gentle tug. Very, very nice. And down. We'll extend our right leg and our left. Now we'll bend our right leg this time at the knee, coming into half Lord of the Fishes. Take your right leg over to the outside of your left thigh. We'll cartwheel our arm around, tent our fingers. Our left arm comes forward and we're looking over our right shoulder. You could take your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Look over your right shoulder. And back. You're bending your left leg. We're coming into cow face. Thinking of that poor bull. And you could sit just like here. You could use blocks to support you. Maybe your right knee can come right over your left. With our right leg up, we'll take our left arm up and over. You're bending it. Maybe you could pat the nape of your neck between your shoulder blades. Take your right arm, give it a nice tug. Bring your right arm out to the side. Your palm faces behind you. Bend your arm. You could grab a strap to be connected. Maybe you can make that connection. And you're burying your nose into your arm. Maybe you could kiss your arm. That's how far. Maybe we could stretch our neck. And releasing. We'll take our right arm out in front. Our left arm will guide it over to the left and give it a nice tug. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe your chin can come on the shoulder. And release. We will take our legs and fishtail our feet around so we're coming onto our abs into Sphinx Pose. Our thumbs could be together, our palms are flat on the mat, facing the side of the mat. We will take our feet out to the sides of the mat behind us. Look over your left shoulder at your heel. We did this in Tabletop, it might be easier. Looking ahead over your right shoulder. Looking ahead, we'll zip our feet together. Now look over your left. Maybe you could see your heel. And to the center, look over to the right. And to the center, we'll be picking up our seat and we're coming into the puppy pose. So we're picking up our seat, maybe bring your knees in a little bit. You're still keeping your seat up to the sky. Straightening your arms and your third eye will come to the mat. Releasing a lot of tension and stress. Lifting up our faces, we'll bring our knees in a little bit further. I like to separate my knees and sit back on my heels into Child Pose Balasana. Third eye to the mat. Take some nice breaths. We'll inhale our way back up and fishtail our feet around so that they're to the side of the mat. Maybe shimmy over a bit. We're coming onto our backs and we're lifting up our feet. If you have a wall and can put your legs against a wall, that's really, really nice. But this is a very good inversion. All the blood, instead of pooling at our feet, it will come up toward us. Just relaxing our shoulders, a very nice relaxation. You could do this at home anytime. It's really ideal to have it against a wall. No walls here. And we can bend our legs at the knees. Give ourselves a nice hug. You did so well. Extend one leg out at a time to either side of the mat. Bring our arms up and around. Interlace your fingers and make a little net for your head. You could give your head a nice little stretch, elongating our neck. I feel my neck is elongated right now. And slowly dropping your head to the back, to the mat. And we'll snow angel our hands around. Our palms are up to the sky, coming into Shavasana. Taking some beautiful breaths. Can begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes, make little circles with our wrists and our ankles. Bring one knee up at a time. Give yourselves a nice hug. Maybe bring your nose to your knees. And make your way up to seated position any way you like to do it. Cross-legged position, our palms are together in prayer. Thank you so much for joining us here at BreakNECK Ridge. A beautiful hiking day. And please subscribe to our channel so that you can communicate with me. Tell me what you like, what you want, any suggestions. You're always welcome. And I hope your neck feels a little better. You can do parts of this video whenever you want, maybe the whole thing if you have time. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.